I'm going to share my top daily habits that help me kick debt to the curb, and I promise you can start doing them too. Living debt-free, it's a dream for many of us, right? But the truth is, it's not just a pipe dream. It's a reality that can be achieved with the right mindset and the right daily habits. And that's exactly what I want to talk about today. So, what does living debt-free even mean? It means being in control of your finances, not letting debt dictate your life. It means having the freedom to make choices, to pursue your passions, and to live life on your own terms. For many of us, debt is a heavy burden that holds us back from living the life we truly want. It's a constant source of stress, anxiety, and worry. But it doesn't have to be that way. I used to be in debt, and I know how it feels. I felt trapped, like I was stuck in a never-ending cycle of debt. But I made a change, and I started adopting these daily habits that I'm going to share with you today. According to a recent study, the average American has over $90,000 in debt. Yes, you heard that right, $90,000. And it's not just Americans. Debt is a global problem that affects millions of people around the world. But here's the thing. Debt is not just a financial problem, it's also a psychological one. It affects our self-esteem, our relationships, and our overall well-being. I remember when I was in debt, I felt like I was a failure. I felt like I was drowning in a sea of bills and payments, and I didn't know how to escape. But then I realized that I had the power to change my financial situation. I started making small changes, adopting daily habits that would help me get out of debt. And it worked. I started paying off my debt, and I felt a sense of freedom that I had never felt before. So, if you're struggling with debt, know that you're not alone. And more importantly, know that you have the power to change your financial situation. Over the next few minutes, I'm going to share with you the daily habits that helped me get out of debt. These habits are simple, yet powerful, and they can help you achieve financial freedom. So, are you ready to start your journey towards financial freedom? Habit number 1. Track your expenses. This is one of the most powerful habits you can adopt when it comes to getting out of debt. By tracking your expenses, you'll have a clear picture of where your money is going. You'll be able to identify areas where you can cut back and make adjustments to your spending habits. I used to think that tracking my expenses was going to be tedious and boring. But the truth is, it's not. It's actually quite empowering. When you know where your money is going, you can make conscious decisions about how you want to spend it. You can prioritize your spending, and make sure that you're allocating your money to the things that matter most to you. Habit number 2. Create a budget. Now, I know what you're thinking. Budgets are so boring. But trust me, they're not. A budget is simply a plan for your money. It's a way to allocate your income to different areas of your life. When I was in debt, I didn't have a budget. I was just winging it, hoping that I had enough money to cover my expenses. But that's not a sustainable way to live. With a budget, you'll have a clear plan for your money. You'll know exactly how much you can afford to spend on different things, and you'll be able to make conscious decisions about your spending. Habit number 3. Pay yourself first. This is one of the most important habits you can adopt when it comes to getting out of debt. Paying yourself first means setting aside a portion of your income before you spend it on anything else. This could be 10%, 20%, or even 50%, the amount doesn't matter. What matters is that you're prioritizing your savings. You're making sure that you're taking care of yourself before you spend money on anything else. When I was in debt, I wasn't paying myself first. I was spending money on all sorts of things, from clothes to electronics to dining out. But I wasn't saving a penny. But then I realized that I needed to change my priorities. I started paying myself first, and it made all the difference. Habit number 4. Avoid impulse purchases. Impulse purchases are one of the biggest obstacles to getting out of debt. When you make impulse purchases, you're not thinking about the long-term consequences. You're not thinking about how that purchase is going to affect your financial situation. Instead, you're thinking about the short-term gain. You're thinking about how good it's going to feel to have that new pair of shoes or that new gadget. But the truth is, impulse purchases are not worth it. They're not worth the financial stress, the anxiety, and the worry that comes with debt. Habit number 5. Cook at home. Cooking at home is one of the simplest ways to save money. When you cook at home, you're not spending money on restaurants or takeout. You're not wasting money on food that's not healthy or nutritious. Instead, you're saving money and you're taking care of your health. You're win-win. Habit number 6. Cancel subscription services. Subscription services are one of the biggest money wasters out there. Think about it. How many subscription services do you have? Netflix, Spotify, Apple Music, gym memberships. The list goes on and on. But how many of these services do you actually use on a regular basis? Be honest with yourself. If you're not using it, cancel it. Habit number 7. Sell unwanted items. Selling unwanted items is a great way to make some extra money. We all have stuff lying around the house that we don't need or use anymore. Why not sell it and make some money? You can sell your unwanted items on eBay, Craigslist, or Facebook Marketplace. You can even have a yard sale or a garage sale. Habit number 8. Use the 50-30-20 rule. The 50-30-20 rule is a simple way to allocate your income. 50% of your income should go towards necessary expenses like rent, utilities, and food. 30% should go towards discretionary spending like entertainment and hobbies. And 20% should go towards saving and debt repayment. This rule is not set in stone, but it's a good starting point. It's a way to prioritize your spending and make sure you're allocating your income wisely. Habit number 9. Read financial books. Reading financial books is one of the best ways to educate yourself about personal finance. When I was in debt, I didn't know much about personal finance. I didn't know how to budget, how to invest, or how to get out of debt. But then I started reading financial books, and it changed my life. I learned how to manage my finances, how to invest in my future, and how to get out of debt. Habit number 10. Automate your savings. Automating your savings is one of the simplest ways to build wealth. When you automate your savings, you're setting aside a portion of your income without even thinking about it. You're not having to make a conscious decision to save money. Instead, you're making savings a habit. You're making it a part of your daily routine. So, there you have it, the top 10 daily habits that can help you get out of debt. Remember, getting out of debt is not a quick fix. It's not something that's going to happen overnight. It takes time, patience, and persistence. But if you're willing to put in the work, if you're willing to make these habits a part of your daily routine, you can achieve financial freedom. You can live debt-free, and you can start building the life you truly want. So, what's the most important habit that you're going to start today? Let me know in the comments below. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe for more financial tips and tricks. And don't forget to watch my next video on budgeting strategies. It's going to be a game changer. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.